This video is brought to you by...
Man, y'all already know what it is. Cool green clothing. We done gone worldwide. We coming straight out of Baltimore. Man, do yourself a favor right quick. Go online right now at coolgreenclothing.com and make your purchase. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you ain't cool and getting the green, you're in the way. And that's just basic.
What's going on, YouTube, fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. It's free. It helps get the video out there. Definitely watch this video to the end so you can hear the full story and all the details in this case. Everything in this video is alleged. For my day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Oh yeah, feel free to share the channel with your peoples. Everybody is welcome. With that being said, let's get right into the story. For a lot of young men and women, those teenage years can be fun. Some of the best times of your life. That's when everything in the world is so fresh and exciting. You have a permanent smile on your face. Your friends mean everything to you. The only worries most teens have is school and how many likes their picture got on IG. But at a certain age, every parent fear comes true. Your son or daughter will start being curious about dating and being more than just friends with the person they like. I would say around about 14. It's where, for whatever reason, teens find themselves calling each other boyfriend and girlfriend, and they swear they are in love. Most parents brush it off. They might even think the relationship is puppy love and is cute, because we all went through that before. But others take it a little bit more seriously and have that tough talk with their child, even though they might not want to hear all that. But it's a harsh reality you gotta explain to them about not jumping the gun, moving too fast, doing something to jeopardize both teens' futures, like having a baby or taking a relationship so serious you start slipping in school, or it changes your behavior like sneaking out. And unfortunately, it's another talk that might seem a little bit too serious for a teen boy or girl, but it's very real. Letting them know that they are young. Nobody owns nobody. And feelings shouldn't even get that deep to the point somebody feel like they in control or that they can manipulate the other person. But no parent can ever imagine their child just being a teen and it costing them their life. And on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we'll be discussing a recent case of a young lady who was just 15 and her little brother was just 9 when her boyfriend did the unthinkable. Just earlier this month, 15-year-old Giovanna Myrie was a teenage girl starting to find her way in Baltimore. Called GiGi by family and friends. She was described as a girly girl. She liked to get her hair done, nails, her lashes. She was also into fashion. And of course, like many teenage girls, her phone. She was a student at Western, an all-girls high school in Baltimore that teaches young ladies everything from education to carrying themselves in a respectful way. The school offers college prep, counseling. The school also has a lot of clubs and activities and gives them the tools needed to be a successful woman in society. GiGi was a little quiet and reserved, but would open up to her close friends. She came from a decent home with a strong support system. Her parents worked hard to keep her and her little brother, 9-year-old Steve Allen, in a nice house in Gwen Oak, out Baltimore County. Steve was described as a young boy with an old soul, called Pops by his family. Like most kids his age, he liked to go outside, play Roblox, go to pizza shops. He also liked to go to the library and read, and making TikToks. He was into sports, basketball, and track. And after seeing the Michael Jackson movie, he had become a huge fan of the late great. Multicultural, Steve embraced his heritage of both Jamaican and Trinidadian. Both brother and sister was enjoying the summer in Baltimore and having fun. But just 2 months prior, GiGi found herself taking a liking to a young boy who lived in West Baltimore. He was 16-year-old Keith James Jr. The two teens talked on social media and would often FaceTime each other, but they wouldn't see each other in person until the 4th of July, earlier this month. As soon as they linked up, the puppy love started. GiGi, being a teen girl, FaceTimed one of her homegirls to show off her new boyfriend. But during the conversation, her friend was taken aback and in shock after saying Keith had a gun, which wasn't like GiGi to be talking to somebody like that. But she was fascinated with the young man. But after that day, she noticed a dark side in Keith. He would allegedly threaten her by saying, "I better not catch you with no other boys. If so, I'ma put this gun on you." At first, she took it as a joke, but realizing Keith was serious, she vented to her friend and told her, "I'm scared, he is for real," and texted her like, "Help me." On July 7th of this year, just 3 days after GiGi first saw Keith in person, her and her little brother Steve was at home, in which they were supposed to be alone. Later that evening, their mother came home from work to a terrible scene. She opened the door to find both GiGi and Steve unresponsive. In a panic, she called Baltimore County Police, who responded to the house to find both siblings suffering from gunshot wounds. And unfortunately, they both was pronounced gone at the scene. As family members and neighbors were in shock, police were confused on who would target a 15-year-old and 9-year-old. An investigation soon started, and as the tragic situation hit the news, people were in disbelief. But a search of GiGi's phone and a statement from her friend stating she had a new boyfriend who was threatening her gave police their first lead. They focused in on Keith, and as police got video footage from concerned neighbors, it showed the young man fitting the teen's description, walking through the neighborhood, then just a few hours later, walking back in different clothes. Police then looked at city and MTA cameras that showed the young man using city transit to get from his house in West Baltimore to Gwen Oak. A search of Keith's cell phone records also showed his location was by GiGi's house the day of the incident. With that, police went to talk to the young man. He admitted to knowing GiGi and talking to her for a few months, but he stated they only met once on the 4th of July, and he never saw her again after that. Even though Keith denied any involvement in the shooting, GiGi's text messages to her friend asking for help and stating Keith said he would shoot me, plus his movements that day and his phone records was enough for the young man, who just turned 16, to be taken into custody, charged with 2 counts of first-degree hit and weapon violations. As the story came out on what really happened to GiGi and Steve, people were outraged and couldn't believe she only knew Keith for 2 months. People who personally knew the young man claimed he also came from a good family. His father was incarcerated early on, but they couldn't believe he would do something like this. The motive was pointed to as far as GiGi, jealousy, and control, and Lil Steve, all because he was a witness to the shooting. The siblings were laid to rest, with many showing up to show love, their condolences, and their support. Keith is currently being held out Towson, Baltimore County Detention Center, and as of now, he is innocent until proven otherwise. Rest in peace to GiGi and Steve. I send my deepest prayers and condolences to their family. 15 and 9 years old, and the last shooter, 16. That sounds crazy. She only knew Shorty for 2 months. I don't understand what could have made him feel like he had to do something like this, and why. I know their parents are devastated. I couldn't imagine. It seemed like GiGi realized it was getting real and was crying out for help. Maybe she didn't want to tell her mother, or she was scared to, or what Keith might do. But I don't know why he was able to get back around her or come to the house after making them threats. Maybe she thought that was a way to keep him calm. I don't know, fam. This a deep one because all parties involved are kids. But I won't speculate. Instead, I'm going to leave this one open for discussion. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts about the situation in the comments. Yeah, man, that's a terrible story. Rest in peace to GiGi. Rest in peace to Lil Steve. I send my prayers and deepest condolences to their family. But yeah, I ain't gonna talk too much more about this one. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. It's another episode of the Baltimore Way. It's It's your boy Tony 2 times. I'm out.